Now let's move into one of our main events of the event, a presentation by Mr. Sabu, President of Tanima, Ignite the Spark in You. This presentation would deal with understanding and seeking out our hidden and sleeping capabilities, how to project ourselves to this world, a fast-changing world. I welcome Sabu Angul onto the stage.
My dear parents, teachers, and my dear friends from Students India, welcome to this program. Let the God, the Almighty, shower His peace, His mercy, His blessings on all of us. Thank you in advance for being present here and for your patience for the next 60 minutes. This program, Ignite the Spark within you. It addresses mainly our young brothers of Students India and sisters of Students India as well as their parents. Before start of the program, I wish to hear from you the answer for one question. The question is, what is the biggest ambition in your life? I will repeat the question. What is the biggest ambition in your life? I just to hear from some of my friends. So, what's your name?
Fahmi.
Okay, can you just tell me what? Can you just tell me what's the ambition, the best ambition in your life?
To succeed in this life and after it.
Okay, make it clear, not the spiritual ambition, I mean in this world, not the hereafter.
To prepare next generation to take our seat.
That's a very good answer. That's a very good answer. Good applause for him. I wish to hear from one of my Students India member. Can you just tell what's your ambition in your life?
To be a good social being and to be a good human being to do good things for the society.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's a very good answer. Okay. So, we have hope in our new generation. I want to hear more, but this mic system is stopping me from going to the audience. Okay. So what we heard generally is, we are looking at the next generation to take up the responsibilities of this world. They are doing it now itself, but the parents are expecting them to take more responsibilities in future and fill their eyes with joy. Okay, so that's our expectations. Let me just tell a story, which is actually a story only. But if some of you think that this uncle is talking on me, might be you are the hero of this story. I don't know. But as of now, it's not specific. Just think of a family. The husband is a doctor, a good medical practitioner. The wife is also a doctor, another good medical practitioner, a gynecologist or a pediatrician, whatever may be. They have one and only one boy. Can somebody tell what will be their ambition regarding their child? You said it, doctor, right? That's quite normal. But are you sure he will be a doctor in future? Can be or cannot be, right? Everybody cannot be a doctor. Everybody cannot be an engineer. But everybody can be a man or woman for the society. So, every parent has a dream. The sky is the limit. They can dream of anything. And every child also have a dream. As my sister told, sky is the limit also. If the wavelength of both those dreams are in parallel, then it's very nice that life is a success. But naturally, it's not happening always. We can see conflicts. We can see conflicts in many cases. What is the reason behind? Who made the mistake on this one? Is it the father? Is it the mother? No. They just thought of a very good profession, reputed profession for their child. Being a medical practitioner is a very good profession because it brings fame, it brings respect. Also, it brings lot of fulus. Yeah, right. So it's a very good profession. So we cannot blame the parents. And if the child is not going in that direction, we cannot blame the child also. Because that is not the area of comfort. That's not his or her comfort zone. He was forced to be a doctor. And the conflict is there. So, where is the mistake? The mistake is in the assessment part. There was no proper assessment done on the child by the parents, sometimes by the child himself or herself. Because sometimes we cannot identify which is the area of comfort or comfort zone for the child. Sometimes his abilities are very exposed. Everybody can see what he or she is showing, which area he or she is showing the abilities. But sometimes it's not visible. He or she has some hidden abilities or hidden qualities, which is the comfort zone for that child. So it's very important to dig up the hidden ability of the child. How? It's very important. It's very important. It's not an easy matter, but we can do it. First of all, there must be a very good relation between the parent and the child. My dear boys of Students India, how many of you do play with your fathers? Can you raise your hands? It's good. We have a good number. My dear sisters of Students India, how many of you share your secrets with your mother? Very nice. Very nice. We have hope on this generation. We got very good parents and we got very good generation in the new generation. 3G, 4G, I don't know what G this one. But this hope is still there. The relation must be very strong. It must be a friendly relation. Dear parent, dear child, we should find time to sit together. We should find time to talk together. We should trust each other. We should respect each other. We should share our love each other. Love is in the heart, of course, it's there. But you have to show it. You have to hug your kid. You have to kiss him or you have to kiss her. You have to show your love. So, you are the best friends like anybody in the classroom. Your father, your mother, is your best friend, then the things are very easy. Since I saw many of my friends have very good friendship with their parents, nothing to worry with this generation, I should say. They are sharing their thoughts. They are not forced to go in some particular direction. Then the father or the mother can direct them in the direction which the child wants to move. There is a famous poet, Khalil Gibran in Arabic. He, in one of his poems, he is telling to the elders, don't try to make your child like you. You should be tuned like your child. Why? Life is moving, flowing forward, not backward. So you cannot drag the child back. You have your own childhood, you have your own dreams, but it's old stories. We have to move with the child to the new era. That's very important to have a healthy relation between the parents and the children. As well. Another thing, how to dig the abilities of your child. Every child has some abilities hidden in him or her. It is to be digged up. It's obvious in his or her childhood. He or she was showing some interest in some particular field. But in the course of time, they forgot. They were forced to go in some direction because of some external forces or pressure. It can be from the parents, it can be from the teachers. As of this new world, everybody wants to be professionals. I don't think somebody train his boy to become an athlete. He could be an athlete in the future, but nobody is intentionally training to be him an athlete. But maybe that's his field. If you just think of his child ages, like in second standard or third standard, or even younger, when he was 2 years or 3 years, you just remember, he was running very fast when he was doing some naughty things. When I want to catch him, he was running very fast. Even I could not reach him. Why I didn't train him in that direction? I'm not talking about just stop the studies and go for any athletic competition. It's a parallel thing. But why did you forget that one? He was playing football very good. Why didn't you give enough promotion for those things? You forgot that one because in your mind only doctor, engineer, lawyer, IAS, IPS. Everybody cannot be like this. So just think of their childhood and find which area they were showing much interest. That will be his comfort zone. And as I told, sometimes the child himself or herself cannot distinguish what's my area. Is it science? Is it maths? Is it something else? Is it gardening? Is it cooking? You can ask, you can just recollect the opinion from the well-wishers. What they used to say on you. Sometimes somebody, after some talk, somebody may be commenting on you that, oh boy, you are a very good politician. Somebody may be talking to you after drinking the tea made by you, oh, it's a very good tea, you are a very good cook. Just think of that. Your well-wishers are giving comments. Just read between the lines, you will get your direction. Also ask your friends. Your friends are your soul friends. They are also your well-wishers. Ask them, what makes me unique? What of my abilities make me unique? Just tell me. I have to tune that ability and go in that direction. So, it's a big list. I cannot go through all the list, but it's a big list. We can dig up the hidden abilities in your child and just promote that one. Why we do that one? Then only, as my sister told, we can succeed in the life. I'm not talking about the hereafter. It is there, it should be, we should try for it, of course. But as a human being in this world, in this physical world, to succeed, we have to find our abilities and bring it up. Hold this presentation, maybe for the next 45 minutes or 40 minutes. I'm just explaining 7 points. 7 points for how to be a successful person. It's nothing complicated. It's very straight and very simple. We are doing many of these things, but we should do these things bit systematically. So, the first of this is make a strong decision. You have to make a strong decision. You can. You can. You are not small boys and girls. You are grown up. I'm really wondered how you deliver your speeches in the anchoring as well as in the programs. You have abilities. You have exposed abilities, and I don't know, you have some more hidden abilities also. You just dig up your abilities by yourself. What is your desire? You just dig up the desire in your life. It can be anything. As I told in the starting, maybe an athlete. Just like Usain Bolt. Why not? Why not? I'm not joking. Anybody can be Usain Bolt. He's not had some special, he got some special training, but he was just like a boy. I will show a sound clip soon. You'll come to know that one soon. And self-appreciate. Just compare your potentials, your facilities, just with your parents. Nobody else. You are seeing your parents in a successful life. They got good jobs. They got a good family with your mother and father. They made money. They have traveled abroad. They are doing well in all respects. So, just compare what they had in your ages and what you have now in Yanbu. Just compare. You will see tremendous difference, a big difference, gap between this. You are already here in Yanbu, in another country, in a foreign country. At your age, your parents might not be seeing the next village. Right? Most of them. I'm not generalizing, but most of them. They don't know even the border of the village. But you are living in a global village. It's a huge difference. Their friends, maybe one or two from the classmates, one or two from the neighborhood. But you got thousands of friends globally in your fingertips, right? In different educational levels, different social levels, you have friendship. You are straight, direct friendship as well as virtual friendship. You have lot. This is your facility. You are living in a multiple, plural community, multilingual society. They were not. You have a rich parent to finance you. They might be having that at that time. Still, they succeed. So why can't you? If you try, you can. If your parents succeeded, why can't you? You can be better. You can be better way. You can reach heights. You can catch the sky. You can touch the sky, I tell you. Only thing is, you must have the desire and you must have the program for that one. Valsav Vasudev. Have you anybody heard of Valsav Vasudev here? Nobody. Okay. Why? Because he was just like a child in India. It's not shame to say I didn't hear of it, because he was just a child like you. See? This is Valsav. Just a child. But he had some desire. He this UN academic impact, along with Brookings Institute, made a competition, elocution competition for the school children all over the world. They have to make speech on Ban Ki-moon, how he addresses the UN Assembly. They made the speech, and this guy won the prize. He was invited to UN. He had special personal meeting with Ban Ki-moon. And after that, he had given an interview with UN radio. I can make you hear a portion of the interview. It's 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Just hear it, how he talks to the UN radio. Here, Miss Diana Penn is the interviewer, and you can hear the sounds.
At the beginning of my speech, I wrote that let's forget that we are here in capacity of a diplomat. Let's forget that we are politicians as a moment, and let's just be human beings. Because there are certain values which need to be respected as human beings, and which when we step into the politician frame of mind tend to forget. Usually world leaders, when they are representing their countries, become cold-blooded businessmen. They just further the interests of the nation they are representing and forget about the larger human values which we need to keep in mind by virtue of being humans. Therefore, I made an appeal because I knew that the Secretary General has to deal with very shrewd politicians coming from all over the world who are very tough nuts to crack, in very frank language. So in case you want to influence them, you want to persuade them, you have to appeal to something which is very subtle and which is inherent to human nature. Because if you confine yourselves to political lingo, it will be very difficult to get them to worry about other nations as well and not just their own.
What led you to take that particular stand in your speech? Because you could have approached it from so many other different angles. Why humanity?
Humanity, one, because I believe we need to worry not just about people who are our fellow citizens, but we need to love and care for people who are living beyond the frontiers of our country as well. And we can do that only when we rise above jingoism and petty nationalism and realize that above all things we are one family, we belong to a place called Earth, and our interests are inextricably linked in form of a seamless fabric. So my speech was just an effort to remind people that above all, our religion is humanity, our nationality is Earth. So that was the feeling I wanted to invoke through the words of my speech, and I hope it succeeds and comes true someday.
And now, as part of winning this prize, you will get to meet with the Secretary General, and you've written a speech already for him in your capacity as acting as him before the General Assembly.
Yeah.
When you get to meet with Mr. Ban, if you're able to speak with him, what message would you like to relay?
Actually, I already have met him around an hour or so ago. And me, along with my friends, raised issues such as women empowerment and youth empowerment with him. I personally asked him a question regarding equality in global affairs. I asked,
why my brothers in Students India? Why we could not do it? What was the one obstructing in this journey? You have the answer? I have the answer. Just because we didn't try for it. Just because we didn't try for it. If Vatsav Vasudev can do it, any of my friends here or here can do it. Any of us. It was a great thing and it was a simple thing. We didn't have the desire. We didn't try for it. So we didn't do it. So, it is very important to make a strong decision. In English, there is a saying, one does not discover new lands without losing sight of the shore. You have to take the challenge. You have to be there. You may fail, but there will be a time coming you will win. If you don't try, you will not fail, but you will not win also. You should take the decision and move forward. Second, clarify vision and purpose. you have to be very clear on your destination. If you had gone through your IXL in chapter 2, there is a picture somewhat like this. It's not that one. And a small article written there. I will repeat for those who didn't read it. A man was walking through a road for hours and hours. Then suddenly he reached a junction. 3 or 4 roads are just getting separated, split from